It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Christian Watson. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Bulls and the Bears under the lights on Thursday night.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Bulls of Houston taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, the beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Right to the air, here is Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick play.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Andrews now on 1st down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Andrews. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Bulls put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Goff on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now Goff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played, and the defense too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Dillon now on first and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Now gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Third and 10.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field? How about the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Andrews throwing on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Oliver, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns. They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Hassan Reddick make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Look at this. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
2 for 1.
On 1st down, Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Andrews on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bears get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. To throw is Andrews. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bulls had 6 to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
The score holds 28. Bears 7.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bulls are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Looking to throw. Andrews. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
All right, here's a Captain Obvious setup. That all starts with a kick. If that's no good, this doesn't work out.
But it's not just the kick, as you well know. You're right, it all starts with that, but think of everything that has to happen for it to be successful. The kick has to be great. Then someone has to come up with the football. Whether the defensive team actually drops the ball, touches it, who knows? Maybe there's a block on the play. Sometimes you're just plain lucky. That's why these plays are so good when they happen.
Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bulls are pouring it on. And here's Andrews, operating from the gun. It's complete, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
You ain't going nowhere.
Onside kick recovered by the Bears.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Dillon up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to claw one back. Now, this has been a one-sided first half to this point, no doubt, but at least signs of life here. They're on the board.
Yeah, and I think if they went to the halftime down big with 0 points on the board, it'd be a struggle to see them come out in the second half and play well. So very important, vital here. And if they make a huge comeback, we'll look back at this moment and point to the start of it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Bears 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
Here we go. Strike.
Andrews now throwing to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's one. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Andrews on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Andrews throwing on first down. Touchdown! Josh Oliver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bulls have taken a 5-touchdown lead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now a first down throw. Goff. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jared Goff, 14 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, down the right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. To throw is Andrews on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Andrews. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Goff. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's gone. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Open man here is Scott, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyler Scott, 40 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Taken at about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston set to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now here's Andrews on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Andrews now throwing on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone. Short throw, it's Higbee. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Goff on first down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Higbee. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bulls will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Houston.
Back to throw. Andrews. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Oliver, as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls will extend their lead here just before halftime. Back to throw again. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Hey, kill!
On first down, it's gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Meanwhile, Goff's throw here into the hands of Moore. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
A little luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bulls come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Hey, Shell.
Moore, the man in motion. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Come on, baby, we got to do it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Goff now looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. Andrews throwing to start the drive. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Andrews on 1st and 10. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. To throw is Andrews on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bulls extend their lead yet again.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce. And get the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Houston's offense taking over again.
Let's go. 18 Rattler.
Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Oliver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And here's Andrews throwing on first down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Andrews. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Operating from the gun. Andrews. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Oliver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for. Grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 2nd and 6. Running left is Dillon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands. Look at the big man rumble. Down to the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Goff now to throw.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Oh, let's turn it up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Andrews now on 1st and 10.
That is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw. Andrews. Over the middle, complete. That's Oliver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Andrews to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Andrews. And that will be incomplete as well.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Andrews throwing on 4th down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Oliver from 10 yards out. And the Bulls' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, our coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get...
There he goes, left side.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 88 yards.
And the Bulls will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Back to throw. Andrews. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A great play there. 53 yards.
And the Bulls add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Looking to throw. Andrews. That's caught. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Lucas Van Ness.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Andrews going to throw again. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Andrews on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, this has been a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Goff. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Goff. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And here's Andrews throwing on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Goff's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
14.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Andrews now on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Operating from the gun, Andrews. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
To throw on 2nd down is gone.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now gone. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, fans usually